Stick with me as we discuss the next set of questions you guys want to know about the Mandela Effect. So go take the poll. Yeah, tell them, take the poll. Well, I lost my cat again, but he was here for a second. So let's get down to these poll questions. Now, I did a video asking what you guys would like to know. I originally did a poll called Why Us? And we were trying to figure out what we had in common. And maybe there's something we all have in common, and that's the reason we're being affected. So for the second poll, this will be poll number 2. I've got a different set of questions. Now, I got a lot of responses to this, but YouTube only allows me to ask 5 poll questions at a time. And if you've never done one of these polls, what will happen is a little letter I icon will appear in the corner right here. Sometimes it's hard to see on a cell phone. People will say they don't see it. You click that, and what will happen is the polls will show up, and you can click them right there on live time, and you can see the results of what everybody else is saying. So this is like an example from my last poll. You can see how it works. Let's start these poll questions. So I'm going to do these 5, and then I'll probably have to do a whole nother set of more poll questions as we get going. So if these are not the questions you submitted, don't freak out. We'll just have to keep doing more of these. Okay, the first one people want to know about is age. Is this kind of affecting a certain age group more than others? So what is your age? Are you 10 through 25? Are you 26 through 40? Are you 41 to 55? Are you 56 to 69? Are you 70 plus? So I'm curious to see if this is affecting more age group than another. But I'm not sure how good this will be since my audience is mainly, I think, males through 35 according to YouTube. So I'm not sure how great this will be, but I do seem to be picking up more ladies. Thank you, ladies. And let's see where this comes out. Again, you can come back. This is the kind of poll where you can come back every few weeks and check. And as you know, thousands and thousands of people start adding it, it'll become more accurate. Number 2, this is the most popular question that was submitted, was what is your blood type? And I'm going to have to break this up into 2 questions. So question 2 and 3 will be on blood type. For the first part of question 2, what is your blood type? Are you Rh positive or Rh negative? And a lot of people think that certain blood types may be being affected more than others. It's an interesting theory. Let's find out. I wanted to add in something called, Borg nano probes, but Kate thought that joke would be dumb and wouldn't let me put it in. But I thought it would be funny. Anyway. Let's go to the third question. Blood type. The second part of this. Are you an O blood type, an A blood type, a B blood type, an AB blood type? So that's pretty straightforward. Let's find out. So if you look back, is everybody majority B positive or something? We could figure it out between these 2 questions. This is an interesting one. When did you first start noticing Emmy effects? So in other words, like some people notice the effects, but what I mean by this is when did you actually recognize it as something's very wrong? Because for me, an example before we get into these questions, I don't remember any of my early childhood. I feel like somebody hit a delete button in the early 80s, 70s, and 80s, and I don't remember much of my childhood from there. Barely anything. Like people show me my dad will show me pictures of my early childhood, and I'm like, what is this? I don't remember. Where my girlfriend's completely opposite. She can remember stuff from, when she was practically an infant. So this one is, what I mean by this question is, when did you first recognize it? So for me, even though I feel like my childhood was erased and some things changed in the 80s, I didn't really acknowledge that something was going on until October 2016. So I'm going to say, this is kind of where I'm going with this question. So when did you first start noticing the Emmy effects? Some people said they noticed it before 1980. Some people said they noticed it the first time in the 80s to the 90s. Some people noticed it the first time and acknowledged that, yeah, definitely something changed in 91 to 2000. Some people noticed it from 2001 to 2015. And then some people noticed it in 2016 to currently, like you just found out about it today. So go ahead and mark one of those. And number 5 was a really popular question that came up. Have you ever had a chemically induced psychedelic experience? So I know you can get there through meditation, but I think a lot of people were more interested also in the drug aspects as far as shrooms, LSD, DMT. Have you ever taken a drug that gives you psychedelic experiences? That's what I mean to say. As far as a lot of people feel that people that have used psychedelic drugs opened a window or are better receptors towards the spiritual world or towards, this kind of experience that we're going through. So I'm just going to throw it out there. Have you ever had a chemical-induced psychedelic experience? So those are the 5 questions. Again, in the last poll, I think some people didn't understand that you actually need to take the poll, like click the little thing so you'll be counted. A lot of people just kind of put it in the comments and start answering the questions, and those don't count because I don't add them into the poll. I don't have time to go do all that. So make sure you actually put your results in the poll, and you'll see live answers right there. Now, again, these are just 5 questions. If you have more questions you'd like me to ask, and if you actually write out the question how you'd like it phrased, that would be great. Remember, it can only have 5 answers, so don't, give me a question with 20 answers. And we can only do 5 questions at a time. YouTube has a limit on these polls. So if you have something you'd like to see or a comment, and also I'd like you to hear your comments on the poll results themselves. I think this will be pretty interesting to see how this comes out. When we start, the first week is going to be kind of hit and miss. But after a week or two, when a couple thousand people have taken this thing, you should get a pretty accurate idea of where people come down on all this. So thank you so much, and go take the poll. Also, if you're new to my channel, please check out my channel. There's lots of other videos here that are not Mandela Effect related, but there's a lot of Mandela Effect ones as well. I also have a website. It's terranlupo.com, where you can see my private and unlisted videos. All you have to do is sign up over there for free. So be positive, support each other, take care of your cat.